Is God a person, or is God something beyond our understanding? This question, as old as civilization itself, has been the subject of countless debates, a source of solace, and a cause of conflict. The existence of God, a higher power, a supreme being, these concepts have intrigued humanity since time immemorial. But what if God is more than a person or a higher power? What if God is the source, the genesis of all existence? Take a moment to observe the world around you. The beauty of a sunrise, the intricate dance of the planets, the harmony of nature, they all hint at a grand design. They suggest the work of an architect, a painter, a musician. But could they also be the expressions of the source from which they emerge? Could they be the manifestations of God itself? Perhaps God is not just a creator, but the very source from which everything emerges. What if we consider God as the zero state? Let's explore this idea further. The zero state, a term we're using to describe the fundamental understanding of God, is the source from which everything emerges. It's like the blank canvas before an artist begins to paint, or the silence before the first note of a symphony. This notion of God is not confined to individuals or entities, but is the very genesis of existence itself. This zero state extends beyond the human and natural realms, orchestrating the functioning of celestial bodies like the sun, earth, and moon. It embodies the harmony and perfection we observe in the universe, hinting that something grander is indeed at play. Yet this grandeur is not just about the vastness of the universe, but also about the intricate details of creation that are often overlooked. Understanding this zero state can be liberating. It opens our minds to a tangible experience of God, a sense of connection to something larger than ourselves. Imagine standing in front of a vast ocean. The sight, the sound, the scent, they all combine to create a feeling of awe, a sensation that goes beyond words. That feeling, that awe, is a taste of the zero state. However, it's vital not to become too entangled in this concept, to the point where we lose sight of the present reality. The zero state is not a destination, but a way of understanding, a lens through which we view the world. It's a reminder that God, or the divine, is not just an external entity, but a fundamental part of reality, a source from which all things emerge. In essence, the zero state is about seeing God in everything and everyone. It's about realizing that we are not separate from the divine, but a part of it. This understanding can change how we interact with the world, making our actions more conscious, our relationships more meaningful, and our lives more fulfilling. Beyond the zero state, there's another dimension of understanding God. But that's a conversation for another moment. For now, let's sit with this concept of the zero state and see what insights it brings to our understanding of the divine. Let's move from the zero state to the one state. As we journey from the vast expanse of the cosmos, we now delve into the intimate realm of our own selves. The one state symbolizes the divine essence within each individual, much like the seed within a banyan fruit that carries within it the potential of the grand banyan tree. This essence is the core truth, the self or Atman, permeating the entire world. Now we may wonder what happens when we recognize and nurture this divine essence within us. This leads us to the realm of divine consciousness, a stage where seemingly opposing elements coexist in harmony, fostering boundless possibilities. Picture a world where light and dark are not adversaries but collaborators, each enhancing the other's beauty. This is divine consciousness, a state of being where duality merges into unity and distinctions blur into oneness. In this realm, we are not mere spectators but active participants. We collaborate with God, co-creating our reality. But let's pause and clarify what co-creation means. It doesn't necessarily imply grand monumental endeavors. Rather, it involves actions performed with the consciousness of the divine essence within us. It's about aligning our actions with this understanding, transcending our limitations, and unlocking a sense of freedom. The practice of divine consciousness is like a dance between the zero and one states. It embodies the belief that the source of everything is singular and a fragment of this omnipresent source resides within each individual. As we engage with the world, we carry with us this silent awareness, this divine essence, fostering a connection to a broader consciousness. In this dance, we're not just navigating between the 0 and 1 states, but also weaving them together, creating a tapestry of divine consciousness that reflects the grandeur of the cosmos and the profundity of our inner selves. Understanding God involves a delicate dance between the 0 and 1 states, a dance that guides us towards the great void, the subsequent significant milestone in our spiritual journey. But that, dear listeners, is a tale for another time. From the silent awareness of the 1 state, we journey towards the great void. This isn't a desolate abyss as one might imagine, but rather a profound milestone in the spiritual journey. The great void represents the genesis of an eternal phase where the abstract becomes tangible, where the divine essence within us becomes palpable. In this realm, one realizes God, light, freedom, and immortality within oneself. This realization is not an end, but a new beginning, an awakening to the boundless potential that lies within us. It's like discovering an infinite canvas where we've been painting with limited colors. Suddenly, the palette expands, and with it, our capacity to create and experience life in its fullest form. This journey to the great void is a road less traveled, a path that requires courage and conviction. It challenges our perceptions, our beliefs, and our understanding of reality. It demands that we let go of our fears and embrace the unknown. For only then can we truly grasp the magnitude of our divine essence. The great void is a gateway to boundless possibilities, a portal to a deeper comprehension of the spiritual journey. It's an unveiling of the eternal truth that has always been within us, waiting to be discovered. Every step forward in this journey brings us closer to the realization of our true nature, our divine potential. Understanding God, then, is an ongoing expedition. So what does this journey of understanding God look like? It's a continual voyage of discovery, beginning with contemplation of the 0 state, the source of all existence. We then acknowledge the 1 state, recognizing the divine essence within ourselves. We progress into divine consciousness, harmonizing with the universe, fostering an understanding of the coexistence of opposites and unlocking boundless possibilities. This journey is an ongoing process, a perpetual cycle of enlightenment. In this journey, we continuously unfold a profound comprehension of the divine within us.